them out.
Incoming.
There they are.
Stop the payload.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Blake Damon here, and today I'm playing tank at the Shambali Monastery. I picked D.Va for this map because there are a lot of levels in this first beginning area of the map. The map kind of flattens out later, I think, when you get to like the third point. But for the beginning, I thought that maybe D.Va would be good because then I could just go to high ground a lot easier. I wouldn't always have to be using the stairs. Oh shit. Back. Come up.
Diving in!
I only survived there because my supports kept me alive. I was able to back out into cover before I lost my suit. So this is a good example of why you should be using hard cover. Even if you are a tank and you have heaps of HP, when you get focused down, it's impossible for the supports to out-heal that amount of damage. So don't do what I just did there. Make sure you use hard cover.
Speeding up!
Make sure you never shoot Sigma whenever he's got the funnel thing going on with his hand, because that'll actually give him more HP. You might have noticed that he had like a little bit of green on his health bar. That was from me when I was shooting into his funnel, and we don't like that, so don't do it. There we accidentally used 3 ults. Me and the Illari began our ults together at the same time. We didn't intend on using ours together. It just accidentally worked out that way. Nevertheless, it was a bit of a waste of an ult. I think Kiriko and Illari's or Kiriko and my ult would have been enough. But yeah, accidents happen.
Nothing gets past me!
Remember guys that when you're baby D.Va, you're not really a tank anymore. So don't be too hasty rushing into the front line because you will get eliminated. For a lot of you, you're probably thinking this is really stupid advice, but I'm only saying this because I've actually seen it happen. Baby D.Vas charging into the enemy team and obviously getting quickly eliminated. Instead, please shoot from a safe distance in hard cover and you'll get your mech back in no time.
Dragon's fire consumes all. Overpower barrier activated.
It's times like this where I need to get to high ground. Make me happy that I picked D.Va.
Initiating defense matrix. Nothing gets past me. My ultimate is up. My ultimate is attached. Over there. Over here. The dragon's fire. Here. Nothing gets past me.
You took a lot of damage, huh?
Again, my support's saving me from the brink of death. Thank you, supports.
An enemy diving in. Neutralizing projectile. Forward barrier activated.
Restoring balance.
I'm ready to initiate self-destructing. Nerf this.
was an excellent ult by our Ilari that actually won us that team fight. She was able to sunstrike 2 of the enemy supports, and we were able to make them explode. And without the supports, the enemy team couldn't sustain. So here's a perfect example of why going after the enemy supports can win you team fights. Little Overwatch tip when it comes to Baptiste's ult. If he places his window right in front of you or like close by, move forward through it and past it, like what I did there. That way their bullets won't get amplified, because you actually have to shoot through the window for your bullets to be amplified. So keep that in mind when there is a Baptiste ult and you're close to it. But when it comes to Baptiste ult, most of the time the best thing for you to do is probably just to run and hide and wait it out. But do keep this tip in mind just in case this situation ever pops up. Yep. I've got to say, this Symmetra is doing amazingly. She's doing really well against the Sigma. She eats through his shield, she beams through his grasp. She can't do anything about his rock. But having an advantage over 2 of the 3 abilities of a hero is huge. So yeah, well done Symmetra.
My ultimate is almost ready. My ultimate is almost ready. My ultimate is ready. Let's do this. Face the sunrise from nature. Working on your
When your tank's been eliminated, it's really important to back out, or at least try really hard not to get eliminated. Otherwise, you end up with a really fragged team. For example, that Cassidy has just now been eliminated, so now the rest of his team is fighting a 5v4, which is a huge disadvantage to his team. It would have been better if the Cassidy went back to spawn and his entire team all went out together to fight a 5v5, instead of fragging like this and losing team fights.
10 seconds. Hold it up, just a little longer. They haven't let me got you. Nerf this. Hold it up, dear. Who invited the rookie? Forward, baby.
I really do appreciate that soldiers' efforts on trying to reach the point. I'd be trying to do the same thing too. What was that word doing? Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and subscribe if you haven't already.